Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hello, hello. How are you
Happy Money
today?
Making Mondays.
Money Making Monday.
We
Welcome.
always coordinate. Is that a shade of green or like an
Uh,
olive green or something?
Actually, this is like a blue. It's like a little
Is
blue
it? It
something.
looks kind of
Yes,
greenish. Oh,
that's
well,
okay. We,
we
we we
still
still go
coordinated.
together. It don't matter.
We still coordinated. Right? Oh, goodness. We do
Yes,
not plan our outfits in advance. We just hop on here and it works out.
and
Although,
it's
can
so
you
fun
imagine?
too.
If we would plan our outfits like, yeah, with the synergy we already have, like that'll be like explosive. Like it was
Right.
explosive. Yeah. But happy Monday. I'm excited to be in a new week in a new space. I'm excited about this opportunity to dig in for our business owners.
Mhm.
I guess I'll just kick the introductions off. Welcome to our community. Welcome, tribe. For those of you all who follow us, if you do, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. But for those of you all who are new to our community, like and subscribe as well. But I'm going to take a minute to introduce myself. I am Quintaria Brunson. I am a financial strategist for entrepreneurs, the owner of the Brunson Approach. We're a strategy firm, and the managing partner of Sims and Associates, where I serve as the lead commercial real estate agent. And we are very investor friendly real estate brokerage. My goal and the passion that I have in life is to help business owners to build and to understand the power of having an exit strategy so that you have sellable and scalable businesses. And one of the ways that you can do that is through some of the concepts that we discuss here on
Mhm.
Money Making Mondays. My esteemed partner is Mrs. Mercedes Coates, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, hi, I'm Mercedes Coates. I am a life insurance and annuity broker, independent, at 13 years in the industry, started very, very young, focusing on all things living benefits, life insurance, financial planning, anything that has to do with retirement, tax-free strategy. I work with financial concepts that make sense for the average and ordinary American up into the very wealthy American. So, guys, listen, today you are in for a treat. You have
Whoop, whoop.
myself and Taria here, both very prestigious in the industry, come with a lot of knowledge, a lot of practical knowledge that we're here to share with you guys because we love you guys, because you are our tribe. Welcome if you're new to the Money Making Mondays series. And, it's all about knowledge, but not just attaining knowledge, but actually the application of knowledge, guys. So today, what are we talking about today? What is our topic?
It's tips for business owners. We're going to get into how life insurance concepts can protect the business and enhance the life of business owners.
She said life insurance. So if you knew, don't tune out. Okay. This is not your
Yeah.
grandmama and them. This is Quintai. Quintai said your grandmama and them life insurance. We're not
Thank
talking
you.
about that. Okay. Don't tune out yet. Learn, keep an open mind, learn how to utilize these concepts for today's industry. Okay.
Yeah.
So all
Yeah.
things life insurance, right? Entrepreneurs, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, if you're transitioning into entrepreneurship, if you already are an entrepreneur, this is for you. Okay. So we're going to teach you guys how to leverage life insurance. So I guess we can start with let's
Oh, let
see.
me kick in a quote. Hold on, hold on. Let's back it
Oh,
up a
yes.
little
We
bit,
gotta do our
like I
quote.
always do about this time. Let's do a little quote to get our
Okay.
minds and our hearts ready.
Yes.
This quote is from Napoleon Hill, from one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich. And it says, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be." And again, that's
Mm,
by Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. Reading
yes.
that book definitely gave me perspective and helps me still on my journey as an entrepreneur.
I agree. I mean, definitely one of those foundational books, but I mean, just like he said, my slogan, and I always talk about this, is living life by design. You have to
Mhm.
design you want to live. You know, they say life and death is in the power of the tongue, and those that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. That's the word, right? So if we're forming the life we want to live, it starts with us manifesting it, writing it,
Mhm.
speaking about it, learning about it, and applying it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today for our entrepreneurs. So how do you protect your business, your assets, your family while you're growing your business, growing your legacy, creating a
Mhm.
solution to some type of problem, because that's what business is, right? We have a
Yeah, or it
solution
should
to
be
a problem or
if
a
you want a
need.
revenue generating one.
All right. That's true. But how do we protect that using this thing called life insurance? And
Mhm.
why it makes sense to get it. So let's just dive on in, because I love this topic.
Get into it. Let's get
Yes,
into it.
we
Yeah.
can make it sexy again to talk about life insurance. So.
Yes.
All right. So a couple of things, guys. Oh, let me share. I have something to share with you guys. So let me see this one. Okay, I think I got
Mhm.
it. All right, guys. I'm not that tech savvy, so bear with
You
me.
got it. Whatever you did
um,
worked.
there we go. So, guys, life happens. As we are growing and working in our businesses, we are doing great things. We're number one, small businesses. I don't know if you knew this, Quataria, but from 2000 to 2017, small businesses were responsible for creating 8.4 million jobs. 8.4
Yeah.
million. The small businesses are the backbone. I hate saying small businesses, but I know it's the term. I guess I don't even know how they came up with the term small business. I guess based
Most
on,
businesses are small business. Like
okay,
90% of businesses are small business. So yeah.
okay, okay. But technically, I mean, you're a business,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
we attribute to 8.4 million jobs. So we are doing amazing things in the community, and we want to keep our legacies going, to prepare for the expected and the unexpected. So when life happens, when you're leveraging the right type of life insurance policy, and I'm talking about a living benefits life insurance policy, you can pretty much protect your entire business, the income that's driving from the business, and protect your family simultaneously. So we're going to kind of talk about how that works. And I think I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Uh, can you still see it? Make
Uh-huh.
sure we're good. Is it scrolling?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, I want to kind of go to what we traditionally know, right? So we know that once we leave this world, we want to make sure that our business, if that's the case, our business doesn't go to. If we die too soon, we want to make sure that the business can still continue to perform. So the life insurance benefit will allow that money to transfer to your beneficiary or to the business as the beneficiary, to continue to keep that business going or to keep that family in position to keep that business going. Did you want to add anything to that part?
No, yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Got it. So protecting your legacy family should matter, right? As an individual or business owner, that policy is going to allow you to leave that legacy and not a liability, right? And then it also allows you to contribute to charities. It's a great way to kind of leverage the income from the business to help someone else who may be as less fortunate. Okay, so again, it just helps keep that family, your family or your business in place so that you don't have to change your actual lifestyle. So that's
Yeah.
the first thing, the death benefit.
And that's why it's so important for business owners to start with the end in mind, having an exit
Yes.
strategy, because perhaps your family doesn't want the business. And quite
Mm,
frankly, I know we're starting with the heaviest part of life insurance, but
mhm.
if something were to happen to you, Do you really want your family to have to make the decision on what to do with your business as well? As entrepreneurs, we have taken the charge to be responsible for our own economic freedom, for our own,
Mhm.
for our own legacy in ways that many others choose not to. That's a
Very
that's a
true.
beautiful that's a beautiful statement. That's a beautiful thing to say. I'm an entrepreneur, but so many people are not behaving like entrepreneurs because they are
Mhm.
not having exit strategies. They don't have solutions in place should something happen to them. They don't have financial points in place, financial safeguards in place should something happen to them so that their business carry on. Even if you don't pass away as a business
Mhm.
owner, you become sick or ill. We have to, as entrepreneurs, really CEO this thing. That y'all know
We
I say
do.
that all the time. You've got to CEO this thing, your life. You have to be at the forefront of CEOing it. And I just want to emphasize how important it is for the CEOs, for the entrepreneurs, the self-employed, to consider what your plan is, write that plan out, and then have the proper programs, protections, and certain products that we're discussing today
Yep.
in place so that your family is less burdened and they can
Exactly.
do whatever needs to be done.
Exactly. And one point I would add to that too, and I like to post it here because a lot of times we're working a 9 to 5, and I've done this myself, working a 9 to 5 and transitioning into 100% of entrepreneurship. You want to consider having permanent plans outside of the job because like this says, 1 in 4, 26% of Americans have only a group or employer sponsored plan, guys. So you want to make sure you have something that you will own, because when you leave, lose, or retire from that job, in most cases, you can't take those benefits with
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Okay. And I think that's a big challenge for individuals who may, while they're in their working years and working for someone else, their changes in health can stop you from qualifying or hinder your ability to qualify for a lower cost insurance. So
Yeah.
consider having something in addition to your employer sponsor so that you can transition out and have your benefits already in place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go to the second part. Honestly, just being in the benefit space, for 13 years now, one of the biggest challenges I see, Quintaria, is that it's not that people are dying too soon. I see people doing amazing things, but sometimes people are having health challenges. And I think this is probably the biggest issue, to be honest. And when I say health challenges, I'm talking about being diagnosed with cancer, lung disease, breast cancer, prostate cancer are the top three cancers right now that Americans face. Even heart attacks, strokes. We're seeing a huge increase in Alzheimer's. These things can be detrimental to your business, right? If you
Yeah.
get into a car accident and you can't work because you're injured and you need care, you need somebody to come in and care for you. How can that affect your business? I want you guys to think about those things, that if you are the person that's working in your business and you can't do the things that you always do to make it run and to make it profitable, how can your business sustain, or how can you continue to drive income?
And
Right.
even beyond that, just from
Mhm.
a humanitarian, a human aspect, we've got to prioritize life as it comes
Yeah.
about. There are times that I am at my best and I am on fire for the business. I'm doing things,
Mhm.
and there are other times that I have to reprioritize and reposition things in my life because I am a comprehensive whole, like a whole person. Things occur
Mhm.
and my business can no longer take precedence, but I want to have things in place where even when I have to reprioritize, like you just were mentioning, if a health
Yeah.
issue were to come up, I want to be able to prioritize me,
Mhm.
prioritize my health. Hopefully, that's something we kind of have been keeping as a priority. But if not, if
Yeah.
life happens or presents that
Mhm.
to you or a family member, like
Mhm.
one out of the two adults will have some type of ailment. So if not you, maybe your partner. But I
Yeah.
think key is for us to
Mhm.
understand that we want the flexibility, the opportunity to live a full and wholesome life, that we can put
Absolutely.
whatever, make the main thing, you know.
The
And
main
when
thing, the
you
main
don't
thing.
have certain things in place, you always have to show up at work. You always have to, you know, worry about where the money is coming from, because you don't have any other option. And I don't think that that is why we were designed. And our business,
We
and
weren't.
especially as an
Sure.
entrepreneur, what we're doing should be a contribution, a blessing to the communities that we're in, to the people that we're solving problems for. It should be a blessing for them. But in that, in
I
blessing
agree.
others, we should be able to bless ourselves when it's time for that.
Mm-hmm.
Quick story,
I
and this
agree.
is outside of health, but just on my journey as an entrepreneur, one thing that truly like blessed me is my middle daughter was getting ready for prom. She was a senior, Jalea,
Mm. Okay.
and something happened with her dress, right? And I had just
Mm.
gone like full-time entrepreneurship, maybe a year or two before that, right? And something was going on with her dress, and she woke up stressed. I mean, she was stressed. But long story short, we were able to solve the problem, get whatever we needed done, you know. And I'm driving to the office, so I took care of her, and now I'm heading to
Mhm.
my office as an entrepreneur at around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it hit me like, yo, a year or two ago, I could not have done this. I could not have
Mhm.
repositioned my priority in a moment's notice to solve the
Mhm.
problem for my daughter who was graduating, who was stressed out, who, you know, and right now,
Mm.
because I'm such a great problem solver, I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was something with her. I don't know whether the dress was wrong or it was
Mm.
something, but her world was collapsing. But a year or two before that, I would have had to be like, baby girl, I got to go to work, you know. But as I'm
Yeah.
driving into my office in the middle of the day, I was going to have to stay late that day because of that. But I felt so blessed, Mercedes, and I
Mm.
knew that I was in the position I needed to be,
Yeah.
because the goal of me helping others and all of the jobs that I've had in the past before I was a full-time entrepreneur, you know,
Mhm.
I blessed them. I added value. I
Yep.
did all of these things, but they took precedence. But what a beautiful thing it was for me to realize, you know, I
Mhm.
like came to tears behind it, like, wow, I was able to put my family first in real
Yes.
time.
And
I
that's what
was
we all
able,
want.
thank
That's what we
you.
all
Thank
want.
you. So when, especially, so I'm talking about a
Yeah.
prom dress situation. So
Yeah.
much so that I don't even remember exactly what it was. But when it comes to your
Mm.
health, somebody being diagnosed with something catastrophic, or, you know, a critical illness or something,
Yeah.
that definitely is something that we want to put on the front burner, not the back burner, because we got to earn
Exactly.
money and all of that. So I just wanted to
Exactly.
share that, so that from a human approach,
Yes. Thank you
we
for sharing
realize
that.
how we are endowed by our creator the
Mhm.
right to take care of ourselves first. And
Mhm.
if you have allowed other things to take precedence, shame on you. But good thing that you are able to catch this podcast, because now you'll know how to do better. How about that?
Absolutely. I love I love the switch up. But
Yeah.
no, but seriously, I mean, great story. I'm so glad you shared that because it actually is gonna kind of lead me right into where we need to be because we're always talking about why we got into business and just bringing it back to the real deal. We want to feel free, and
Yeah.
we want to be able to be free and do the things we want to do for our family. We want to take care of them, take care of ourselves, and live a life where we can be happy, healthy, and prosperous, right? So when we talking about protecting that, really it's a peace of mind.
Yeah.
Protecting that peace of mind is really what you're doing. Living benefits has changed the industry completely. So most people, Quintaria, still about 95% of all Americans still have what we call traditional life insurance. And
Grandma
that
and
is
them.
insurance that
Grandmama and them policies. Y'all better get rid of them. Like, I love grandmama, but we don't need her life insurance policy.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And guys, things have changed. In 2007, a concept came out by one of one of the top three oldest insurance companies. They created this concept that says that you should be able to use your life insurance in life and not just in death. So what they did is they allowed you to accelerate the death benefit as income in the event you get diagnosed with a terminal illness, a chronic illness, a critical illness, even Alzheimer's or dementia, or critical injury. All those things are included where you can accelerate that death policy. So let me give you an example. Let's say you had $1 million in insurance. My favorite number to use is simple, right? $1 million, and you're diagnosed with cancer, whether it's mild, moderate, severe, you can take up to 100% of the death benefit as income. They will cut you a check, guys. And
Come
guess
on
what?
now.
No cost to you. We're talking free. Well, what do you mean free, Mercedes? What do you mean you can take it free? Listen to me. There are so many testimonies, even out there, and examples. I know people personally. I know two, three people now personally in my circle who have received living benefit checks for having some type of rare cancer or having a
Mhm.
heart attack or having breast cancer. And they were able to pull money from their policies and not have to pay it back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And still have the insurance. So
Thank you.
these living benefits are more than just protecting you when you pass away. They're going to help you with the financial support that you need to get the treatment you need, keep your business running, uh, even put food on
Peace
the
of
table.
mind.
The
Just
peace of
peace of
mind is
mind so that you can have
exactly.
the harmony within your spirit, within,
Yes.
within your space, so that you can focus on what the priority is. And
Look,
if life deals you a hand that health needs to be the priority, this will put you in position to where health can be your priority, period.
exactly.
Yeah,
There are
because
some
think
testimonies
about,
I heard. Go
oh,
ahead.
you might be saying what I was, I always think of the time we had the guest who
Yes.
suffered, was it breast cancer? And she said
Yes.
people were
In
like,
your breast
"Oh girl,
cancer.
you inspire me. You get up and go to work every day and you have all the," and she didn't want to,
Hmm.
like, and I'm
Hmm.
not even trying to go down a power to the people path, because y'all know I will. But so many women who look like Mercedes and I have to
Hmm.
be so strong and
Yeah.
hold down so much, and we're so independent. And I take
Hmm.
that back. We don't have to be. Many of us were trained and are culturally, we were kind of, it was imparted into us. But I'm here to say today, we have the right to live the life that we desire, to live
Yes.
by design. And if life hands you something that you need to handle as a priority in terms of your health, I don't want your story to be that you figured out how to hunker down and still do everything you were doing before you were diagnosed and manage everything. I would love, and I think others will agree, I would love to hear stories of, I was able to relax and to focus on my family and to focus on my illness and to focus on
The
recovery.
healing.
Even
That's it.
saying that
That's it.
feels good to say. Like, nobody
It's a
wants to hold
testimony.
all that down
It's
and
a
deal with
testimony.
a health crisis,
It
even for
listen,
a family member.
they very true. They were at a conference we had last year. We had about 8 people come up and share their testimony. And the one consistent thing that I heard, Quintaria, is that the people said that they fully recovered. You know why? Because of that peace of mind that living
Yeah,
benefit check had gave to their family. They didn't have to worry about the bills. They didn't have to worry about how is my wife or my husband and my kids going to eat? Can
gonna
we keep
make
a
it.
roof over here? Are we going to lose the cars? Is the business going to go down? They can focus on their recovery. And honestly, when they said that, that hit me in my heart. That's
Yeah,
what they said. That's what helped me recover.
yeah.
Because that stress is something different, y'all.
Yeah.
And when you have a concept like this that doesn't cost you anything extra, like nothing extra, there's no cost to this. Why doesn't
Yeah.
everybody have it?
Yeah.
Why doesn't
Of
everybody have
all
it?
of the wonderful things that these concepts provide, that these policies can do for individuals, living benefits is one of the sweetest blessings, I think,
Yep,
that it offers. At no
I
cost,
agree.
you can protect your business, you can protect your family, but most importantly, you can protect yourself and your peace of mind while you're living. you
Yep.
know it's so
Mhm.
much fear and resistance when you say life insurance. You almost gotta whisper
Mhm.
it, like you almost got
Yeah.
ooh, like you almost gotta like do
I
like
don't know. I guess
say
it's a
it.
trigger.
but
I
but
don't get it.
but life insurance with living benefits is something that we should be shouting from the rooftop because
Yes.
of the blessing that it truly is.
Absolutely. I agree. And this is the crusade family, I have dedicated everything that in my power to love thy neighbor as thyself. And for me, this is one of the ways that I can show that I love my neighbor is by sharing a concept like this for you guys.
Yeah.
And one more component to this. So we kind of talked about the safety net of living benefits, and how you can protect your income. That's a huge part. And essentially, also in conjunction to that, this same concept, again, with a living benefits insurance policy, will allow you to accumulate cash value as well. So simultaneously, you have one product that does three things for you: provides a death benefit, provides access to the death benefit as income in the event you have a qualifying illness. And the third piece of the puzzle, family, is to be able to access interest that's growing inside of this policy that you can leverage, for your business or for your family. So if you're looking to expand, you can leverage the cash value inside to help you take those funds out and pay
Tax
for the
free.
things that you need. Tax free, absolutely.
Tax
Pay for the
free.
things that you need,
We are talking
right?
to business owners, right? Tax free.
We tax free, family, tax free. So we're talking a place where you can not only use it to protect your income, but you can house your income that's coming in, let it grow at a higher rate of return with no risk. You can't
Yeah.
lose your money inside the plan, and you're growing that over time as you're earning money throughout the years, and you can leverage that as your own bank, as your own assets to help you expand your business and your family's potential, and whatever your goals are with it. So you use it
Yeah.
to how you want to use it, guys. You can retire with confidence. Oh, one more bonus thing. For me, one of the
We love
reasons why
bonuses.
one of the reasons why I chose this concept, even for myself and my business, because I use it for my business also, is that retirement for me, I think you should have control. So we talked about living life by design. I think you should control your retirement. I don't think that we should leave it in the hands of someone else. If someone else wants to give us money, great. I'm all there for it. But I like to have control, right? And so what this concept does, guys, it also gives you a feature where you can
One of my
position
favorites.
yourself to earn income. You can have income that you can get paid from every single year, guaranteed. This is the time we can say guaranteed, right? A guaranteed income check when you go to retire that's completely tax free. So we're talking the same concept can turn into a stream of income, basically your own pension plan that will pay you a stream of income guaranteed tax free for as long as you live.
Yeah.
That's
Outside of living benefits, that guaranteed income is another exciting point that I just love about the concepts that we share. And for business owners, you really need, now I'm not even going to get into my points and thoughts and opinions on the popular tax plans that are out there. However, it's better to have
Mhm.
something in place than nothing. But if you are an entrepreneur and you've got to figure out retirement for yourself, one of the things
Yes.
that I talk to so many business owners about is the lack lack of an exit strategy, the lack of
Mm-hmm.
having an exit plan. Although you're making money, many entrepreneurs I know are making really good money. But if they stop, their whole world would change or shift, or they couldn't live the lifestyle, lavish or not, that they have
Yeah.
become accustomed to. Why it is incumbent upon you to put these things, these products in place so that your retirement can be just as peaceful, just as you imagine it will be. Like I just think that that is really something that
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs should not forget about when they're doing the business and solving problems for others. Don't have key components of your own livelihood exposed or unaccounted for. And these, like, being able to retire in confidence and knowing that you can have a guaranteed income throughout retirement,
Yeah.
guaranteed for the rest of your
Guaranteed.
life. That,
Yeah.
like, that's a better deal than what people who work for the government, or like, these large corporations are getting. But we owe
Yeah.
it to ourselves as entrepreneurs to not just solve the problems of others, but to make sure that we're taking good care of ourselves as well too.
Exactly. I mean, this has been wonderful as usual, guys. We just talked about how you can position yourself and your business to be protected all the way around, and to prosper with this concept, in the event that you pass away too soon, in the event that you come into an unexpected illness or disability, and simultaneously also have a strategy in place where you're building a strong retirement that can pay you a guaranteed income stream for life.
Yeah.
Great concept. Love it. Love it. Love to share more with you. I hope that as we share these concepts with you guys, you will reach out to us. We want to hear from you. Get a free consultation. Reach out to Quintaria or myself. We work together. So it doesn't matter who you reach out to. She may be free. I may be free. We're going to work it out because we want you guys to win. I hate seeing people build amazing legacies just for them to be torn down years later because
Thank
of
you.
lack of planning, lack of preparation, lack of education. To be honest, don't be so busy working on the business, that you're not on the inside creating that strong foundation. It's got to be
Yeah.
built on a rock and not on the sand. And this is one of the ways to do that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you so much, Mercedes. Thank you for your contributions today. Like Mercedes said, if you are unsure of the policy that you have, if you
Yeah.
know you don't have any policies in place, if you
Mhm.
just like the sound of our voice and you just like, you know what, I'll chat with them for 15-30 minutes, just to hear what they're talking about, we will take you any way we can get you, like
We
a Baptist
appreciate
preacher.
you.
Come on up. We'll take you any way we can get you. Boy. Yeah. We'll take you any way we can get you,
Oh gosh.
But like, subscribe, follow
Yes.
us, and book a consultation to find out if your financial future is in
Yes.
your control. And if it
Yes.
isn't, Mercedes and I are both brilliant at coming
Mhm.
up with ways that you can take hold of your financial future
Mhm.
and put it on the trajectory, place it on a trajectory that you want it to go. So
Yes.
ultimately, you know, and my entrepreneurs, they typically have these fiery, determined spirits, and they want to conquer the world and they're so
Mhm.
passionate about what they do. We've got to make sure that that same determination, that same commitment rolls over to how we love on ourselves and treat
Yep.
ourselves in
I agree.
person. Because even for myself, there's so many things that publicly as a business owner, I make sure it's in place, make sure
Mhm.
the logo right, make sure the lighting is right. But if behind the scenes, that stuff is faulty and, the legacy, I don't want my legacy to fold when I transition from this human form, and not
Mhm.
to be morbid or sad, but I think that our legacies are ways we live forever. So don't just look good, be good. And
Good.
Mercedes and I are
Mhm.
always here to offer you
Yes.
ways to actually be good. So I look forward to
Mhm.
seeing you all again next Monday. I look
Yep.
forward to hearing from you all in the meantime through
Mhm.
DMs or emails to book consultations. And Mercedes, I'll probably see you before next Monday.
Absolutely.
But
Yep.
thank you for a wonderful conversation. Thank you for the
Mhm.
insights that you provided. And like, y'all gonna be great because
Be
Mercedes and
great.
we gonna do the same.
Absolutely. All right,
Bye,
guys. Have
everyone.
fun. Have a great week.